Hello, we're alive. How is everyone doing? We have at least 2 videos today to watch. One of them's already egging me on, not even giving me my freaking intro. God damn, bro. All right. No worries. Yeah. Well, I'm probably gonna get right into it. Right. On my Discord, I have a small little poll in general chat. I would greatly appreciate it if you would go and vote. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much. Lost tracking there for a second. Sorry. Indeed, and therefore we shall start with that Pontius video. Oh look, it's on my frickin' front page. The first video, even. Oh, YouTube knows. My fucking timeline knows me too well. Oh my god. The Lego drama keeps getting worse. Damn, 50 minutes. But yeah, very base, true and real. 46 minutes. Oh, well, this is gonna be enjoyable. Anyway, this is the Pontius with this video. 40k Lord Destroy Us, the best of episode 4. I am returned to witness the Pontius lay waste to our enemies. Also, welcome everyone. Welcome.
Hey guys, it's me, the guy that keeps the world safe from the basement invader known as Pio. Once again, this intro is to waste a bit of YouTube's time because of their guidelines on language and such. Unfortunately, once again we had to censor some stuff, but this time I think it adds to the funny of the video. But we censored only the most egregious moments that we could not upload on YouTube as they were. Now, just to remind you, the video you are going to watch right now is a montage of the best and funniest moments of the Lord Destroyer series. All the episodes of the series are available in full length on our Patreon, and by the time you are watching this video, we are on episode 51. This video in particular will cover moments going from episode 13 to 16. And keep in mind,
wait, we've only gotten to 30 to 16, and you guys are. Oh god, are you uploading these so slow on purpose, or is there a reason? I need more Lord Destroyers.
Now to 3 hours long, and you are watching just some parts of it. If you want to see the full uncensored and unedited episodes, you just need to join our Patreon, at least on the Pio Servo level, and you get access to all of them, and be able to join them live every time we record them. You can even find us on Twitch, and we are not only streaming 3 days a week, but we are also frequently playing with viewers. So if you want to say hi, you can find us on Twitch under the use.
So you are fulfilling my wish, huh? The Emperor has graced me.
Name the pontificate. The link is in the description. See you there.
By the way, this intro sound, I swear to God, it's a Dark Souls sound. Is it? I could swear it's something out of Dark Souls.
See you there.
No, it's Yakuza intro song. Oh.
But before we get into it, as you may know, I finally launched the Major Kill Nudie cosplay calendar. 12 stunning.
There it is! We are 1 minute and 26 seconds into this video, guys. We are already talking about. Thank you, Major Kill.
Wait, what the fuck is that thing?
He pretty much like just hires. No, he just hires models to pose naked for his cosplays. And
No, I know, but
the fuck?
I know, but the censorship is really small. Is that a corpse flying?
Calendar will only be available for 3 more weeks, and then it's gone forever. Comes in A4.
It should have been gone before it was born.
Digital one. So yeah, these calendar sales are going towards West Ham's charity of choice if I get stomped, or they'll, you know, just go to me, which, let's be honest, way better than a charity. Oh, let's get into it.
Huh?
What?
I don't get if that was sarcasm or not. Seeing the brain of Major Kill, I choose to believe it wasn't.
For
This is literally the argument Major Kid has used is for charity. Let's continue.
Super excited to see how this goes. I'll tell you
Well,
what.
at least it's for charity,
study.
right?
This is the earliest that I have woken up in 6 months. I got my Red Bull. I'm good to
Okay,
go.
cool.
I want to see what I actually know.
Yeah, it's a lot harder when you don't have the wiki in front of you.
What? Excuse you? Why were you staring to the side like that while saying that?
In front of you.
my fucking god.
He admitted it! He admitted it!
Not gonna lie, that
The
is
easy section
dumb.
first. Number 1. Which High Fleet attacked the Blood
Stop looking
Angels
to
on
the
world
side!
of
Look
Bar?
forward, you
Leviathan.
asshole!
It was literally a splinter
I
fleet
did it
of High
150
Fleet Leviathan.
next.
It was the main. It was even the one sponsored when the 9th edition came out.
Yeah, and even then, like, this is very easy because Leviathan is literally the biggest High Fleet that there is. So 90% of the time, if an High Fleet is attacking, it is the Leviathan.
And which enemy came
Okay.
to save them?
Oh god.
Chaos and demons.
What? Oh god. What?
What the fuck do you mean? Oh god! It is literally explained in 3 different books.
Yes, but let's just say you actually read the source material. You don't just skim over it. You go into it, do your research. Let people help you do research. Corn demons, if I heard the question right. You see, I have fucking people who know. Hello, what the hell is Major Kill? Major Kill is a YouTuber.
It's a toss-up for me between Kraken and Leviathan,
Huh?
but I'm gonna go with Leviathan. And I believe the Necrons came to save them.
No, the Necrons were on one of the worlds of the Shield of Baal, which is the system before the Red Scar, which is like the last gate of defense before entering the home world of the Blood Angels and such, Richie Baal, Primus, and Baal Secundus. Baal Secundus being like the planet where Sanguinius landed. But even there, like the Necrons woke up on the planet because of the war. Technically, they didn't arrive; they were always there.
Leviathan.
Hold on. Hello, Cora! Hold on. No, hold on a second. I just... This can go full thing again. Where do we have it? OBS, don't do that to me. There. Yes. We can continue.
Oh, 2 for 2.
Yes!
Well
Come
done.
on!
You've got it. But number 2.
I'm
Which
sorry.
regiment
Yes, sir.
has a cult of sacrifice.
I didn't forget.
That Corso Krieg.
And what is their most
That-
popular?
That was so easy.
Yes.
Even I couldn't guess it.
Wait a second.
Cult of sacrifice. And what is their most popularly memed weapon of choice?
The shovel.
Shovel.
This is seriously fucking
You didn't miss
question.
anything. Don't worry about
If
it.
they
mean, the
don't get, I got this one. If they don't get this one, I'm gonna be upset. Like genuinely upset.
I'm laughing like right now because I would have said the Lucius pattern last gun. I'm so stupid.
Pio would have failed, and that's why you live in a basement, Pio.
I thank God for the
I
part
would
2 of
probably
that question
fail.
because I was like, oh god, cult of sacrifice. It's
Are you for real?
Oh god.
Are you for like I cannot decide if he's acting dumb just to appear dumb or if he's just like doesn't know like concretely because I will be angry if my lore YouTuber of choice doesn't know that probably the most famous fucking regiment of 40k that has a cult of sacrifice are the fucking Kriegers.
Yeah, every single question in the
Triggers.
easy
I don't
rank, they
know
are like,
because
oh
I'm a
god.
retard.
Oh god,
No,
I
he's
cannot
not.
imagine
He's
the
not.
medium questions.
Oh fuck. So the orders. of
You are
the-
still
the
looking in the
militant
same
orders.
place, Major Kill. I see you there.
Yeah, the big ones.
All right. Okay, we got our.
Next time we
massive
gotta
lady,
have like
the
a mirror
bloody
behind them so
rose.
everything's visible.
Well, I got the white haired chicks. I got the red chicks. I think the Ebon is the white chicks.
No.
My
no,
God.
No, Ebon
Huh?
Chalice. Armor, white under, black armor. It's white and black. It is not white armor.
But can you describe the fucking sororitas orders with the red chicks, white chicks,
The red
ebon
cheeks.
chicks?
The-
My
the-
fucking
the-
God,
The
that's
white
joking.
ones are the Order of the Sacred Rose. I'm curious.
There's black.
You're gonna have
chicks.
pain here,
Who
Depths
are the
Walker.
Legio Catigis? And what is the highest rank in their formation?
The who?
Damn.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't.
I don't need to know. I'm a retard on the internet. I watch an angry Italian man tell me the lore. I don't need to know. I'm no lawmaster. These people call themselves lawmaster. They need to know. Ben Mumi, hey. He hates me because he doesn't think I'm a human and thinks I'm about. Fuck you.
Yeah, straight up.
Let's see.
This one I don't know.
Sure, that takes brave.
Legio Catigis, do you want to know what it is?
Sure.
It's the Thunder Warriors.
Indulge me in that.
The Thunder
Oh.
Warriors. The Thunder Warriors were also known as the Legio Catigis, and
The lawmaster touch about Gabobo. Gabago.
the highest rank that you could achieve, I don't know if it is old or new lore, technically was Primarch. So
Nice.
yeah, they
I
just
didn't
got
know.
asked what was the highest rank in the Thunder Warriors, and both went, oh, I don't know them by that name.
It's definitely there, and I've added it to the list. I thought they were gone. Well done. Question 3. Which legion battled the men of iron at the end of the Unification Wars in the Tempest Galleries?
Oh my god, it should be the Salamanders, if I remember correctly. It should be the Salamanders.
And how did they end up defeating them?
If I remember correctly, destroying like the AI core that was inside the fortress, because like they couldn't assault the fortress directly, so they went from it underground, started getting slaughtered in the thousands. It is why they joined pretty late the Great Crusade, and only defeated it when like they pretty much turned off the artificial intelligence of the Men of Iron they were fighting. But let's see, I could be wrong. I don't remember this one, to be honest, too clearly.
I have not read a book where they fought against the Men of
Stop.
Iron. Be the Castigator
I've not
Titan.
read a single book.
No, the Castigator Titan is not even fucking related to. It's not fucking related to Unification Wars.
Castigator Titan was destroyed by the Grey Knights, God knows how.
Yeah, it was destroyed by the Grey Knights, various Titan legions, and even then the question was Hammer was during the Unification Wars.
It was I would say the Dark Angels, because they were the first legion. They were active during the Unification Wars, and they were the only legion that was allowed to use enslaved men of iron as weapons.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark with Dark Angels.
I'm
It should be the Salamanders. Let's see.
afraid that's incorrect.
Huh.
Which legion battled the men of iron at the end of the Unification Wars in the Tempest Galleries was the Salamanders.
Yes.
And they had to end up, basically, their bolters bounced off them, so they had to monkey paw them and pull them apart.
Huh.
Technically, that's wrong. Technically, from what I remember when I read.
Okay, you asked the question. Technically, you're wrong. Hello, Mad Hatter. God damn.
The part of the lore, they pretty much had to destroy like a. The answer shouldn't be like physically how they defeated them. Should be metaphorically how they defeated. Oh yeah, because they lost their bolters, they just started tearing them to pieces. Okay, and they won like that, or there was something else, like a central control node for the artificial intelligence that they destroyed and pretty much turned off the Men of Iron, or it's literally just how physically they defeated them. And I want to
We
add
don't know.
something. I will just put it here because, like, I opened right now the wiki of the Assault on the Tempest Galleries
no.
to see. I was right on the Salamanders, and I was right on what happened. There it is. The greatest of all automatons of the Tempest Galleries, it dwarfs even an Imperial Titan. Faced with what was now certain death, the day was saved when the Distraction Assault Group managed to gain control of one of the enemy's tunneling spheres and crash crash it into the gigantic monstrosity, sacrificing their lives to destroy it. The ensuing explosion destroyed the central power node and also the governing machine spirit controlling the automated sentries. So not only I was right about the salamanders and what happened, but Voldemort was wrong on how they fucking won.
I'm not a sore loser. You're a sore loser. God. In seriousness, Wes is a cool guy and someone I do call a mate. He's easily accessible content.
Someone who I call a mate a few years later
Aged like milk.
backstabs him violently with a video about how he's stealing content from his channel. Yeah, Major Kill, I can see what you do to your mates. I will be scared of being your friend.
So before we start, we should be aware that a lot of the arguments against female Space Marines are nothing.
No! No! Don't you dare say sexist! Don't you fucking dare! No! No, please, no, don't do that to me.
But angry little boys being sexist online.
God damn it!
This guy, I was neutral on this guy. Now I actively despise him. It has been 1 minute into a 15 minutes video.
So
How the fuck did I know? How the fuck did I know? Because it's the only argument they have. They don't have the lore on their side. They don't have logic on their side. They don't have sales figures on their side. God damn. Sorry. I'll calm down now. From before 40k was a fully formed thing. Yes, but even then, aren't they explained as, you know, Sisters of Battle still?
having female Space Marines in the world would require changing the background. But so what? Warhammer fluff changes all the time. Even
Stop!
This fucking,
So what?
This fucking disingenuous.
Hold on, I gotta listen to that again. I got a bit too riled up. I gotta look at that cocked-faced dude. Knew he'd say that. God damn it! The friendly arbiter, Ian.
so, having female Space Marines in the world would require changing the background.
Yeah.
But so what?
The fuck did I press?
Warhammer fluff changes all the time. Even
Stop!
The fuck did I just press? Anyway. Freaking lore until recently was like clearing smoke, revealing detail, not full rewrite like they are trying now. Yes, I get that. Would require to change background, that everything has been built up. Yeah, try to remove the foundation from a house while building the house, buddy. God damn. What do you mean, so what, you fluff and grifter?
what? Warhammer fluff changes all the time. Even
Stop!
This fucking asshole.
This fucking disingenuous argument that stuff changes all the time. Yes, and it is a problem because Games Workshop doesn't have the narrative power to justify the fucking changes. Every time they change something, they have in the last 5 years fucked up so violently they need years to fix their own fucking lore.
Danny, every time we watch one of these videos, we should get a list of all the arguments that we already seen.
Yeah,
I'd be balls deep in Warhammer if they didn't pull this shit, but they did, so Gundam it is. Fair enough! Don't say Gundam again. There's one guy in my chat that won't shut up about it.
Somebody make a bingo card.
No,
so we
he's
can
a
play it
Kamen
every
Rider.
time we
Stop.
watch
Right.
these videos.
That would be fantastic.
Bad
Yeah,
argument.
because it's always
Bingo!
the same. At least we do something.
okay, next reason. But we've already got Sisters of Battle, so why do you need female Space?
Well, not just Sisters of Battle, but also Sisters of Silence, who are bad fucking ass!
Space Marines. Okay, it depends how people are making this argument, because this could mean a couple of different things. If we're talking about not needing another bolter-armed, power-armoured army in the game, well, yeah, fair enough. But female Space Marines don't add any new armies.
But if they don't change anything, why make the change at all, asshole? And it does change lots of things. For example, the continuity, the, whole structure on what everything has been built upon. Lots of things will be changed negatively. So why make the change at all? Right, because you're a cuck who wants the women, but not actually work for the story writing of it. Like, for example, Sisters of Battle and Silence. Go suck a dick!
Just be a modeling and background op.
They take attention from the sororitas, though. If you have females in the
Yes.
Space Marines, what the fuck is the use of the sororitas, which are already power-armored, bolter-wielding women? This is the definition of sexism. Oh yeah, but the women in power armor that already exist are not good enough. We need them to be Space
Yeah,
Marines.
the male
to be
ones
good
are
enough.
better.
Yeah.
Male ones are better. Put a woman in there, it will be better. No, it doesn't work like that.
Mostly, I think when people say this, they're arguing that the model range already includes one faction with female models, so why do you need another? Viking army, check. Roman army, check. Female army, check. TV tropes would call this the Smurfette principle, and the issue with it is that it assumes being female is the sole trait a character needs.
But it isn't
Because you don't
But
know
it's
anything
not.
about them.
But it
So you
isn't,
think,
it isn't the sole trait of the sorority. This is extremely sexist.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, he literally is dumbing down the lore of the Adeptus Sororitas just to say that the only characteristic they have is that they are female.
yeah, it doesn't make any fucking he doesn't know anything about the Sisters of Battle if he says that.
And this is the one I think might actually have some merit, that Space Marines can be seen as a satirical comment on...
No, they are not.
Fucking hell! Oh, hell no! Games Workshop just really don't know how bad they fucked themselves with these rewrites. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is it me? Because that all I do is build and paint those things. It makes me mad because Warhammer was awesome. I totally missed out, and I good at painting, so I wanted to try. Oh well, true.
They are not satire.
At least you
they
saved
are
some money.
literally the 40k version of the Templar orders. They are space warrior monks. It is even written in the beginner's guide that came out a few years before.
Number of things.
This video is
including
more
the-
satire than 40k is.
This video is worsely argumented and written than the fucking retcons they made to the Grey Knights in the last codex.
His idea of what being a man is, all duty and honor and fighting and no
Yeah, you
emotions
haven't
except
found out
anger
yet,
and
have you?
no
Yeah,
girls. That's
Julia, my mans!
just toxic masculinity. Surprise.
Oh, go suck a dick. Oh, go suck a dick, bro. How is that toxic masculinity? Huh? Hold on. Let me hear that. All that again.
duty and honor and fighting
Uh-huh.
and no
Yeah, you
emotions
haven't
except
found out
anger
yet,
and
have you?
no
yeah.
girls.
No girls. But the left hand of the Emperor is literally Sisters of Silence. No girls, by the way. Yeah, go suck it. Isn't there females everywhere except the Space Marines? Isn't there women everywhere except the Space Marines? They're in the Tech Priests. They're in the not orcs. Fair, but they're plants. I oversimplified that. I'm very well aware, but they're plants. but aren't like, is there any place except Space Marines where there's no women? And why is that a bad thing, by the way? I don't know, man. You seem like a retard to me. Bro, this guy truly a grifter. Sisters of Battle is so great if you know the lore. Just imagine they have an image of female Space Marines, but they actually just normal women who are fanatics. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. And Custodes, formerly. Yeah, but to me, custodies, I know they're different. I know, I watched the video, what is a custody? But to me, they just fall under the same category. Of, they're a different faction, they have a different bioenhancement form. I'm very well aware. Shut up! But to me, they fall under the same reason as to why there isn't women in there. Not lore-wise, though. I count them as the same for there's no women in there. Right? You know? Do you get where I'm coming from? Oh my god. You will like the meme that appears so... Oh, please. I really hate this myth of women on the front lines. Jesus Christ, women really think they can hold their own in active life or death combat against men? Look, I'm not gonna go there. Absolutely not. Because what people think on that one, I don't care. I'm of the opinion that as long as you have a gun, it's the great equalizer. There it is, the basic soy boy gay cucumber up there, but typical response. Toxic masculinity is just a word for masculinity I don't have. Damn! Well, that's a wrap, folks. You can stop right there. This guy is Wookie. Oh my god. You know, I'm gonna go to abortion clinic to hang out and call everyone who calls me a creep for invading that space. Sexist and bigoted.
These have always been men.
Oh god, no! What have I done?
They take attention from the sort
Armed power could mean a couple of different things.
Fantastic.
make up the years fucked up just and the
Warhammer fluff changes would
made a few
Mate.
what? So not our no
Full context.
text of
space
does
in the world is,
so what? I'm our to win the
but we've already got because new art.
if
Mod each veterans, right?
isn't that is
The woman
our little space
My
this concept
duty and
There we
honor
go.
and fighting.
Fuck.
And no
Yeah,
violence and
yeah,
anger
have
and
you?
no
yeah.
girls. That's just toxic masculinity.
Like me versus AA, it wouldn't even be close. It would easily 10 billion%. Haven't you been losing a lot lately? Oh, it's Ian Chambers. Bolt and build pistol. Think the only way a woman can be on the front line is Sister of Battleway, complete indoctrinated. Fair. Toxic masculinity is a phrase. If used seriously, the person who said it is to be immediately ignored, laughed at, and demoralized. You know what? I can get beyond that.
Surprising how the
Being an hero,
My
being
God.
dutiful, being disciplined, being good at fighting, being strong, being a symbol of hope for the Imperium. That's literally the description of toxic masculinity. You see that this guy is literally the meme of the soy jack? Yeah. I'm surprised there isn't a soy jack meme.
Wait. Are you a man or a woman? I'm gonna start this. What gender are you? Bane of the heretic. Yeah, but what's in your pants? Gene seed.
That actually implies that gene seed is stored in the boat, which I actually approve of.
Gene seed.
So the reason for Space Marines being male is basically a marketing decision based on what nerds in 1987 wanted to buy. They listened to their
Today as well, the sales don't lie, buddy. Go suck a dick.
customer base at the time, which means that if nerds in 2021 want female Space Marines, surely the good business decision is to change it.
No, it isn't.
I like the.
No, it isn't, because as we have seen with Disney, that now is trying
Calm
to
down, Aaron.
pretty much conquer back their male audience. That sucks. There is no way in which you can destroy your own lore story and make girl bosses without losing 90% of your fucking customer base.
Old screaming, scarred female heads, would they even look any different? So shorter? Nope. Pin-up proportions? Nope. Long hair and makeup? Probably not. Just a female head swap? I'm not really a good enough sculptor to manage that. So where does that leave us? Well, for now, here's what I think a female
Go
Space Marine...
suck a dick.
Is literal vision of a female
Go suck a dick. If the change doesn't change anything, the change was useless and should not have been made. You wanna upgrade things, improve things. This is not it. This does not aid the story. It disenfranchises the people. It is a liability to the lore. It changes nothing to the game itself. You know, the tabletop game. It doesn't do anything positive except get you some likes on Twitter from angry, bitter leftists. Sorry. That's what it is. Seriously. If it doesn't change shit, don't do it. Damn. Like a lot of phrases toxic masculinity used to mean something important, masculinity being used to manipulate men to do stupid things. If you don't punch that person, you gay. Yep. It has been corrupted to mean any masculine traits are bad. What's changed? Nerds didn't. If they want female space marines, there is a 99% probability they're grifters. Yeah. And 2012 called. They want their male feminist poser routine back.
Space Marine
Oh
is a
my
male
God.
Space Marine. Jesus.
So what's
full
the
armor would
point?
look like.
It's just for the sake of ruining everything.
It's just for the sake of ruining the lore. He wants to intentionally ruin the fucking lore.
There's no other point to do that if not for ruining something. Why?
Like, exactly the
Oh
same.
my God.
This is what I'm going to be using as the basis for my 28 mag entry, a standard intercessor. And this is why Games Workshop should make the change. It's the
What?
easiest way of
You
doing
did
that.
it! You said a bunch of nothing! You said a bunch of nothing! Fucking culture vulture head ass bastard. Oh, wait, that nobody needs to have female space marines. My army doesn't have 6'7" HR and mobility, seeing as there's no difference, and you say it makes no difference, then there are no female space marines. Fair.
Intercessor. And this is why Games Workshop should make the change. It's the easiest way of giving the fans what they want.
The fans want this? I see the fans fucking furious. I see so many fans fucking... Didn't the stocks drop? Didn't the stocks drop? Sales plummet? Because of this shit? Wasn't that what happened? I'm confused. Because I believe that's what happened. Is it not?
This is why Games Workshop should make the change.
How can you be so fucking stupid?
Every
But you're
story in
saying
the
that
background is
means
told
something.
from the point of view of someone. Maybe there are differing accounts.
Yeah, and again, because we made it. Actually, the narrator is unreliable.
This way of working allows loads more flexibility in a game that isn't really intended to have a linear timeline. It's
Then what the fuck? Every single one.
Then why there are dates?
Yeah, why there are dates? Why there are books? Why there is a narrative?
It all stems from the assumption
thank
there's a binding
What fans you have? At least 3 fans here. Me, Mumi, and Pontius, and all of us don't want. Wait, hold on. Don't count me as a fan. I am very much a tourist. I am very much a tourist. I enjoyed the games. I've bought Darktide. I'm playing Space Marine 2. I do play some of the Warhammer stuff. I do. However, I am very well aware that I'm a tourist. I am. However, I'm a self-aware tourist, while this guy thinks he's a fucking, big guy. So, yeah. If you want to count someone else, it would be probably Devswalker. He seems to know way more about everything than I do. Marines. Now you have to argue why they're needed. You can stop trying to turn 40k into a shitty dialectical essay of a concept. You insult to them the term Mongoloid.
contract between author and reader to adhere to some
Even Luetin used the same fucking quote. They used the
But
same
hold on. Aaron. Isn't idiot someone who is mentally retarded to the point of 2 years old, and Mongoloid is up to 12 years old mentally. I'm a tourist that didn't want to be, but because of the bad decisions that were in, I'm remaining. Fair, true, fair.
Track between author and reader to adhere to some
Even Luetin used the same fucking quote. They use the same 3 quotes and think they're right.
non-existent subjective construct or true representation of the setting. There is no such contract and no such objective truth. That's Andy Hoare, who's
Andy Hoare, game designer,
Calling
not
him
a writer.
an insult to the term itself.
He's a...
No, I'm telling you, you should have used the term idiot. That's a bit worse. I'm telling you, you didn't go far enough, Iron. Step up your game.
He's a game designer. He's not a writer. He literally makes the stats and the balancing for the games. And he has not worked for Games Workshop from 2010. Why the fuck are we listening to him?
He's written a lot of 40k. Or
Oh, wait. He has written a lot of 40k. Look at that. Codex, short story.
I can ask you for this. Can you show the bingo card I made? It's in the chat, like just a short scroll.
There it is.
Did I miss something or?
Yeah, they were always there.
Because simply enough, they don't have a leg to stand on. They don't even have legs at this point.
Yeah, but it's really funny that the discussions with these people are there are no proofs. Yes, there are. Yeah, but canon isn't real, huh? Now what you do?
What I loved most about these two people were both of them had shitty ass mics and knew more about the lore than any of the fucking lore tubers here. I mean, except of course the low master Pontius himself. The shitty mics made this peak comedy. Because it really is like, I ain't buying a mic, I need to buy more Warhammer figures. Or something, I don't know. The shitty mic is fucking peak. Idiot is not strong enough for these drooling knuckle dragons. Yes, I know. I'm so tired of the word representation. It became a curse for me. True. The word that is technically diagnostic of the lowest mental state is the most acceptable to speak of in modern times. Idiot. Right? Right it is, right? Greetings, Mumi, the Lord of Sand, slop reactor of the Egypt, Serbia. Oh, fuck you. So how are you today? Pretty good. Oh, man.
Custodies can now be women. And the internet goes wild.
Yes.
I think that this is a welcome change. There's no actual reason why the custodies have always been men. They just...
I just called myself a tourist. I'm well aware. I might want to take that back. I might want to take that back, don't I? Next guy proves me wrong instantly.
Always have been.
There is no actual reason.
Oh, God.
If you ignore the lore, you know
No,
that
wait,
there's
that's
an
an
actual
insult to the
fucking reason.
humble donkey.
But they didn't sell well, and so that's why they pivoted to the current lore of Space Marines, where it's a brotherhood of guys.
For over 20 years.
And they all go adventuring together, I guess. There's not...
Well, but a pack mule is still someone who helps and carries weight. This dude is the weight.
They are a brotherhood of guys, and they just go adventuring together, I guess. What is the
magical
fuck?
Magical adventures of Pedro Cantor and his guys.
Impotent crossbow.
It would
Yes,
honestly
but
make
it's
a lot
still
more
useful.
sense, not just women custodies, but it would make a lot more sense if the custodies rebelled and took over the Imperium of Mankind. They totally could. 10,000 custodies could rule the Imperium.
Why would they? They could.
I mean,
but why would they?
I mean, the Imperium is the creation of the emperor. Why would the custodians just go? Yeah, let's ruin it. It would be fun. Why?
Okay, you know, so let's go on. Let's hope you start making some fucking sense.
They could do that.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
And yet, people are mad about women custodies.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me wonder.
Makes sense.
I do think a lot of the outrage is people enjoying themselves because few things are as fun as complaining.
What?
Oh, and when you get a great...
What? I'd much rather just enjoy this dude trash talking people being wrong about lore instead of looking at idiots like you. However, I don't choose what he does. I don't choose what you do and give him a reason to react to. Therefore, fuck you for giving him material like this.
Opportunity to complain. It's so much
Oh
fun.
my
You
God.
get to...
Oh yeah.
It's not fun. I'm
Bro.
suffering.
Yeah, I love, like, generally, yeah, I love being angry all the time. I love...
Why are you not allowing me to destroy your medium? Fucking, where's the graph gun? I want to see if the weight of his ignorance has the mass to crush him. God damn. I mean, I know the only lore master who defended Femstodes, but his only argument was, well, the lore note explicitly says that female cannot become custodian. Yes, it does. Ugh. It doesn't outright state it, but it, you know, I guess you did say that explicitly. You're right.
Watching these fucking videos that have no head to toe reason to exist. I love
Bro, that
watching people
fucking
that don't
face!
understand anything about Warhammer 40k, fucking writing, world building, or anything about how to build a fucking narrative talk about this kind of stuff. I enjoy being angry that my favorite universe is getting destroyed by a bunch of fucking idiots that get hired by Games Workshop and are protected just because they are writers. The fact they are writers doesn't mean they don't suck at it. Just look at CSGO.
Yes,
Just
very
look at
much
this
so.
fucking guy.
P.O. Hey, my buddy! Hello! Hello! How you doing, man? I'm crashing out. Why are you looking at idiots like this sometimes? Seriously. Me included.
See, you're having fun.
He's responding to people saying, since the first of the 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians.
Fuck
That's
no.
a dirty, stinking lie.
Thank you.
Hey, he admits it! He admits it! Somebody fucking did it! He admitted it! That they are lying! Oh my god, he restored some respect that I have for him.
And he's gonna delete
I do
it in
think
the
that
very
it could
next
lead to
second.
some very interesting storytelling for the custodies. Because
No.
custodies aren't space marines.
yes.
They're kind of just perfect humans.
They were,
No.
they were.
No. They also created. They're also bioengineered. Hold on. Wait a minute. Fuck you. Is looking on this video for content. It's because I love seeing Games Workshop continue to fuck the lore of Warhammer 40k with a chat.
They were so good, the short stories. Taurovalia Cash, Agonades, and the one that dies immediately.
Yeah, the third one is so unremembered. We didn't even find it on Lexicanum. I had to go and open the fucking codex to find the name to write that section in the next video. Because not even Lexicanum is aware she existed. Because she died in the first fucking engagement in an appendix.
Because with this new terminus
Nick to guys, we're recording LD50. Oh! In a bit, we'll recover this live later.
decree, it contradicts
No
everything
worries.
that's been established, and it's bolstered by
Thank
having
you for being here.
What do you mean? There is no canon. What?
Hold on, wait, what?
Because with this new terminus decree, it contradicts everything that's been established, and it's bolstered by having no.
What do you mean? There is no canon. What has been established? There exists no canon. Nothing
Oh,
has
is
been
this
established.
that
Tell you
dude?
say
Oh,
bad stuff
God.
about it.
Yeah, why are you
called the people
complaining?
rule.
There is no canon. Why are you complaining, Luetin? It is your words.
But no, forget all that, because now it states that despite his efforts to return, he is now instead being continually dragged back into the warp, basically the total opposite of what was happening before, somehow. The Grey Knights are basically now just sick and tired of him as well. He's coming and going all the time. oh yeah, Drago's off on another warp holiday, and now because of his continually
He's sick and
unplanned
tired. He's fucking killing armies of demons by himself. They are tired of it.
Yeah, I doubt they are tired of literally a grandmaster that can stay in the warp for literal centuries and not get fucking corrupted. In there, he's pretty much being the... Caldor Drago is literally the Doom guy of 40k. I doubt they are sick and tired.
But just putting
Scotty, how
how
are you
we
doing? Pretty
deliver
good.
elements of lore aside,
Welcome.
the question we've been left to discuss and answer is, should we place any weight in these new revelations regarding the Terminus decree? So,
Should we ignore the retcon? Let me translate the question. Should we ignore the retcon? There is no canon, but should we ignore the retcon, guys?
why they decided to add this definition of the Terminus when we already had one which was well established. This new description really doesn't make sense however you cut it, and the entire situation is quite frustrating.
Well,
I can make guesses, rationalizations, but I ultimately couldn't tell you why this felt to be necessary. It's just as I said in relation to the Custodes, it feels like a neck-breaking U-turn. It's very jarring. It's like someone's literally just slammed the brakes on, changed gear, but whiplash.
It's a retcon. It's the definition of a retcon. Something that makes no sense, but it happens all the same.
He forgot what a retcon is.
Yeah, if it is new info that was never there and it is actually fucking wrong, conflicting with the canon, it is a retcon.
So fast forwarding to a Terminus decree being spoken of as a sealed ultimate sanction locked in stasis on Titan, come on, it would be literally insane if this was not the resolution. And for anybody who wants to roll out the standard suggestion of, well, I guess this new law, it was written in by somebody who just didn't know about that, or they got the intern to write it. No, that's not how it works at all. Anything like this will have been checked and triple checked, so this new Terminus...
All of this would have been checked and triple checked. They don't even the first time check anything that they write by this point. Just look at the lore of a fucking female custodians. The more you read, the
you
more
motherfucker!
it
Is
gets.
your thing right? Yes.
And that's the that some are able to
Yes.
survive in it and therefore return to material space. And I could go on and on about that. But I think, vague as it is, that's basically sufficient to understand. And there may also be other factors, like, for example, faith. When you think about figures such as Celestine, this may be that even if you are human, if you have enough faith, it kind of protects and empowers, shields your soul once it...
But Celestine is not human. Saint Celestine doesn't have a human host. It is partially made of material, we could say. But every time she dies, she has to climb a mountain of her own bodies just to prove she's worthy to be reborn again. Like when the pylons went off on Cadia, the majority of the warp creatures dissipated, including the Legion of the Damned that was fighting on Cadia. But over, like, all of her warp abilities were gone as the ones of Abaddon were gone. But Celestine technically is not human in the real sense. It is more of a product of the warp than anything. It doesn't have a human host. It is always Celestine. It is not Saint Sabbath that takes possession of woman to be reborn.
I see.
Also, like, for example, in Dark Imperium, in Plague War, we see him burn the Garden of Nurgle in the warp, which that's not something...
Poor
come on!
Poor Nurgle is catching strays all of this video.
But for fucking real.
Instead, it's the part where it says, "For it is neither a weapon nor a magic formula." That is unashamedly a pointed knife twist at the revelations about Basilio Foe, which is either a deliberate undermining of established lore or an attempt to wink at the reader and tell us, hey, this description of the Terminus is not the one you're looking for, wink wink.
Yeah, but why the fuck do that? Like, why the fuck spend so many books and establishing something just to go, oh yeah, actually it isn't what we wanted to establish. The truth is actually in the fucking codex. Why? Why would anybody ever think to do? Why waste so much effort in creating a narrative that works if you then just go, no, actually, just kidding. It is just the Emperor must stay on the throne.
Hey, you were thinking about this, that it was actually cool. Well, no, fuck off.
You
Here's
idiot,
the
you
real-
read 7 books for it? Just read our explanation.
Now, if we're talking about this more seriously as a concept, well, then you've got to ask the question, could the Grey Knights actually do it? Could they actually take the Emperor and
That's
return
really,
to
really easy to respond.
No, there is no way they are reaching the palace alive,
I pull off a
let alone the
Shyamalan-
planet. Like,
Shyamalan
which is something I
idiotic
always
twist
take
like
time
that.
to mention, but then
Because
I just get
funny.
called a heretic. Now, in Foe's mind, it was the Emperor's arrogance that would see Terra subjugated. Foe had been branded a criminal for the deaths caused by his creations, whatever, which is
So we have to listen to literally the opinion of a convicted criminal put to death for his crimes, and we have to trust him on the opinion of the Emperor's arrogance.
But we can't trust the codexes.
We cannot trust the codex, but we can trust Basilio IV.
Ordinarily, when you have such a long-established, decades-long novel series like The Heresy, and then just throw in some wild offhand lore spice in a tabletop rulebook, it can just be dismissed as the lucid imaginings of an Adeptus Terra scribe.
No, because it isn't an in-universe book. How hard is it to understand that nobody will know what the fuck is written on the Terminus Decree? You cannot simply go, oh yeah, it might be the unreliable narrator. Nobody, alive or dead, in the Imperium of Men knows what the fuck is written on the Terminus Decree.
Nobody knows it exists.
No,
not even the Supreme Grand Master knows what.
Nobody knows it exists, but in this case, Caldor Drago. But Caldor Drago doesn't know what's written in it. So who the fuck knows what is written inside this stuff and is writing it on a codex?
Please be out there, because once you put something in writing in 40k, it is there. And as you know, despite people claiming that things get retconned, I'll say it, they never really are. They're just...
They never really are. You just explained for a 1 hour and 12 minutes video that this new thing literally deletes decades of novels and the build-up of Basilio IV, the story of the virus, all of this for the Terminus Decree with a new story that doesn't make any fucking sense. You literally described a fucking retcon without calling it a retcon, and now you are saying that there is no retcon in 40k? Luetin, make peace with your fucking brain.
What is this? They're back?
Grey Knight's Codex, and you're like, huh, I wonder what's in there. Then you saw the Terminus Degree. You probably just left your
Terminus Degree.
Yeah, am I the only one that heard that? The Terminus Degree.
Room temperature degree.
The room temperature degree.
It is absolutely perfect. Because, ladies and gentlemen,
this guy is rage baiting.
There's no fucking way. There is no way that anybody will say the new Terminus Decree is completely and utterly fucking perfect. I am sure we are going to hear another 38 minutes of dumb fucking lore that doesn't make sense or doesn't exist. Like, we are in for a worse fucking they're all pariahs video.
the Terminus Decree details the Emperor's final command to the Grey Knights chapter.
I hate that it is a wooden box, though. I can understand that maybe wood is very rare on the fucking desert moon of Titan, but there isn't anything more secure than a fucking wooden box.
No,
a lot of people don't know what they're about. But I decided to do some digging into this because I thought this was just a load of rubbish. But when I read that codex and when I got into the meat of it, it started to make a terrible, terrible amount of sense. Because
yeah, all right.
I wonder
Please explain it to me.
But I fear the answer.
Turns out the Grey Knights are way more powerful than we thought they were, but that's not the main thing.
No.
They are way more powerful than we thought they were.
How powerful are they?
Stronger than fucking custodians.
Yeah, space wolves going around just pummeling them to the ground, one-shotting a Grey Knight Grandmaster before he can even get his weapons out, killing tactically some of their sergeants so that to pretty much mine the psychic stability of all the Grey Knights on the ship and pretty much being able to teleport away, almost as if they knew that the sergeants, the Justicars, were keeping the powers of their own squads in check. Yeah, I wouldn't say they are more powerful than that.
And the space will just tanking hits from them like it's nothing.
And we're going to start off with one that a lot of people like to meme on, but again, sleep on terribly. That being the Baby Carrier, aka the Nemesis Dread Knight.
This weapon is shit. Like this entire thing is shit, to the point that it is only used when Grey Knights need to fight against greater demons. There is a reason if they don't all use it. It is used to kill big stuff. You are a giant target in this thing. It is why everyone jokes about it, because you are literally suspended in the chest of a giant robot. They will know where to fucking shoot.
If we put Kaldor Drago in a Dread Knight, he could
Matrix
conquer
mech.
Terra by
I
himself.
hate open
Wait,
cockpit
no,
mechs like
listen,
this.
listen.
True.
What if we put Kaldor Drago in a Dread Knight, and then we put that Dread Knight into a bigger Dread Knight?
For those of you who aren't paying attention, yeah, this shit uses sorceress stuff, aka chaos shit.
No, nowhere he said.
Wait, what? It sends an alien. It was glorified forklift, not a combat unit.
Nowhere. It said that it could be of the sign of the Dark Mechanicum, but it doesn't use magic to work. Like, all the magic it is using is the psychic power of the Grey Knights that is on it, because it is using force weapons, but Nemesis weapons, but yeah.
He needed all of that and just went, that's complete magic.
Yeah.
No, can we appreciate 10 minutes of reading the script, the written words, and they just go like, oh, do you like get that shit? It's like chaos shit.
Is sorceress stuff, aka chaos shit. As we'll get onto later,
Oh, no.
the Grey Knights just have a bunch of fucking demons and chaos corrupted motherfuckers chucked in their hole. They just keep.
No.
What?
That's not what he said. At best, it was implying that Dark Mechanicum practices and creators were used, but Techno-Heresy is literally everything produced that does not come from a database directly from Mars. You could make a fucking lasgun out of scraps, and that would be technically Techno-Heresy. You will be a techno-sorcerer. Like, Jesus Christ. The misconception with this guy is in every video.
Most of these
that was a lot, I know, and I'm aware, but when looking at this extra script, I thought about what to cut, and I just really didn't feel comfortable.
What? Are you 5?
I have sent it to the chat.
They want to kill the Emperor, steals bones from Nulls, steal aspirants from other chapters, beat up saints to extract tears, bargain human souls with demons. And who is this? Chaos, no, the Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Remember, gentlemen, what Danny has just said for the past minutes is it doesn't matter how big your Terminator armor is, it depends everything on how you use it.
That makes me feel better about myself.
It's making me harder than Terminator armor.
Diabolical number. But even their standard weapons are absolutely devastating. Magically infused storm bolters and magic flamethrowers? I'm sorry.
Extremely effective against demons. That magic doesn't apply to literally anybody else. If you're fighting other psychers, good luck. Yeah, but oh yeah, this stuff is incredible. The problem is that they are useless against the human enemies, because in the end they are not. The custodians are not psychers.
This is not something new, and that should scare the hell out of you. Okay, but enough. I know a lot.
Oh my, this should scare the hell out of me. Pio, be scared for me.
The
140k Century Codex Grey Knight was written by James One Wing Grover and Mike Pestilence. I have not heard of these guys ever in my life. Who the fuck are they? I don't trust it.
The first thing, when I look at the name, the first thing that happened was a website called Goonhammer.
Goonhammer?
They're gonna be the top tier, most deadly psychics of all time. I.e., they're gonna give Ahriman a fucking run for his motherfucking money.
Ahriman is not that powerful of a psyker. Let's begin from that. He's a librarian psyker, but okay.
That's what that means. Also, the fact that they're blanks means that they're gonna have an edge over pretty much every other blank and other.
What the? He's still fucking convinced that you can be a psyker and a blank at the same fucking time.
What the fuck? What? Whoa. That doesn't make sense, because the blank repels the word. Motherfucker!
What is it with this guy?
But we don't really know much about those two, so that's why I'm going to talk about them. What we do know a lot about, however, is the Psy Titans. The Psy Titan is something.
We don't know shit about the Psy Titans. We know very little, if nothing, about the Psy Titan. We know how they work tangentially, but we don't know anything else.
Wait, so he's saying we don't know anything about the Grey Knights, we don't know anything about the Ordo Sinister at the same way, but we know a lot about the Psy Titans?
Yeah, pretty much. These guys we don't know shit about.
Your compliance is necessary. said Cuddy, and the absence of circulation of thoughts and emotions still in his mind, blood on his teeth.
Oh,
The
no.
Gina Foreign's head twisted, the God machine trying to turn its sensory gaze away from the annihilation. The air around.
A blank is on the opposite end of a spectrum to Psyker, hence why Psykers tried to kill blanks in Suicidal Rage. Not just that, but it's because blanks interfere with the warp itself, meaning that anything warp related loses its warp traits when near them. Again, you're right with your thing too, right? But if a warp being is classified as a star of any size, depending on the size, the power, then a blank is a black hole that eats that light.
Fuel flushed into the pair of mortar's engine ships spread across his shoulders across the atmosphere involved. Orientalis, a chuckle of dying stars and radiation.
There was a kind of psyker who forces the warp away from themselves in bubbles, but it's like comparing a soap bubble with a solid crystal ball, but they can't use their abilities while doing so. Oh, that's cool. Several depressing minutes later.
Turning to pass the vortex, weapons vortex missile struck. Orientalis black hunger kept open between riding directly forward. Slurter reached from shields as the bullet hole reality. The Sci-Titan warp energy and collapsing matter whirled as Echion stepped into the black abyss of the vortex. The ragged edge of the hole flared for an instant. Ghost lightning arced through the air. Reality howled, and then the vortex drained the Sci-Titan.
Can we fucking skip to the important parts? We don't need to read 27 pages on the Psy-Titans.
Just look at the bar and fast forward until these two are no more.
Jesus
my
fucking
God.
Christ, there is another 4 minutes. No, let's just let them. Let's just let him go. And
3 more minutes of this?
Honestly, I don't care what the fuck he says. There's nothing in this entire fucking universe that can convince me that 20 Psy-Titans at most could conquer Terra.
Oh god, wait, what?
I feel like I was doing a pretty good job lifting the testosterone in the Warhammer community, but
Okay, it's been 11 minutes.
11
seconds.
11 fucking seconds, and the guy's already without his shirt. Can we get one video major kill where he's not fucking shirtless?
major kill.
This is getting fucking
I thought
time.
Henry Cavill was gonna talk.
Guaranteed. Let's get into it. The God Emperor of Mankind is good at a lot of things. He's also quite terrible at a few other things, but that's not the topic of this video.
I hate the argument that the Emperor was a very shitty dad. The Emperor wasn't a dad to begin with. You can say thanks to Erda for that. When the Emperor encountered all the Primarchs, they were already adult men that had already formed their own opinions, their own ideologies, their own doctrines, everything else. The Emperor didn't get the chance to be a father. The Emperor already found his sons as adults. Technically, he was still an asshole in some cases, but the fact they turned out the way they did is not his fault. It's Erda's fault.
Have. They also pump a bunch of the Emperor's blood into them as well, which is pretty
What?
neat.
No.
What? The fuck are you talking about?
There is no mention about it anyway.
They pump the Emperor's blood into the custodians? Jesus Christ, how much blood did they take to make the 10,000? Was the Emperor just storing a blood bank during the entirety of the Dark Age of technology, just preparing to pump these guys filled with his own blood?
They don't approach with stealth or formations, no. They literally just beam right on top of the enemy forces like they're Asgardians or some shit. And they begin massacring everyone around them in glorious melee combat.
No?
Removing that he probably had an ictus while doing the narration, but left it in. But no, they have jet bikes, they have grav tanks, they have flying rhinos. Like, what? They love melee combat. They love so much melee combat that they have ranged weapons attached to their melee weapons.
After defeating a really random Khornate invasion of Terra after the fall of
A very random Khornate invasion on Terra. Really? The Battle of Lionsgate, a very random Cornish invasion of Terra.
Of course.
They lost.
It was a normal invasion.
They lost 2,000 custodians in this battle. The very random battle where the custodians lost 20% of their forces.
While they aren't unkillable, the Custodies are beasts, and the latest Games Workshop novels about them are a joy to read. It seems like Games Workshop has really reined in its shit writing recently, so hopefully our golden boys don't get done dirty. When I hit 100k subs, I'll...
Well,
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Well, this aged
Damn.
like fucking milk. Oh my god,
Sad.
he made every. Oh god! What is it with Major Kill surprising us with naked parts? I can't even click on the fucking video.
God
Just over and over
damn.
it.
Okay, 0 seconds. Naked Major.
I'm over and over it.
The first custodian unit type on this list is the basic banana boys, the custodian guard. Don't mistake me calling them basic as an insult.
Oh, God.
This chick looks pretty basic, but I would slam her until my dick ruptured, causing myself
What
fatal
the
levels of
fuck?
hemorrhaging.
Okay, thank you, Major Kill.
Thank you for telling me that. I will be sure to write it down. Will it be on the test?
This is what happened with Valerion. He tried to do the test to become a companion, and the Emperor full cyclically kicked him in the balls and caused him to fail.
Valerion? This guy's
Valerian.
Valerian. Valerion. He's not Balarion from Game of Thrones. Valerian.
As I said, the Latin is not the problem. The problem is that he's seeing letters that doesn't exist
Yeah, like
in that name.
And to be honest, I'm getting pretty much annoyed with all these Custodes characters because there is too many names sounding the same. So the old Captain General was Valdor. The new Captain General is Valoris. This guy is Valerian. It is getting problematic to distinguish them.
The next cluster of blessed boys on this list is Vetriliux Praetors, who are
How the
Maybe
fuck
someone's
did you
from British
call
Empire
them?
got sent to Australia.
This is a personal insult.
Vetriliux Praetors. Next cluster of blessed boys on this list is Vetriliux Praetors.
Pio, just to do a test, just to make people understand how
Praetors.
stupid this mispronunciation is. Hear what he says.
The next cluster of blessed boys on this list is Vetriliux Praetors, who
Vetriliux Praetors. Pio, read his name.
Known as Vexilius Praetors.
Praetors.
boys on this list is Vetriliux Praetors.
Where do the extra letters come from? Hold on, wait a minute.
Vetriliux Praetors.
Wait a minute.
Pio, read his name.
Known as Vexilius. Vexilus.
Talking about
Vexilus
Sì, yeah.
Praetors.
Vexilius Praetors.
Vexilus.
Praetors, Vexilius
Vetrilia.
Praetor.
Vexilus.
Heavier firepower. The armor is so in tune with its wearer that its functions and weaponry activate according to the wearer's thoughts. Like they don't have to flex or press buttons and shit. They just need to think, it's raping time. And bada bing.
What the fuck?
At this point, the comedy of Major Kill is pretty much like radiation. You can only survive so much of it.
Now you might be thinking, Custodes are fucking sick. No shit. But how are they able to handle enemies like the Tower of the Elder, who have a lot of long-range weaponry? And it's a valid point. Except it fucking isn't. A, because Custodes don't really fight Tower and Elder. B, they can just charge the fuckers. And C, the Sagittarium Guard are a
What
thing.
the fuck?
These Custodes
What?
Guard are a thing.
Sagittaria.
These
The
Sagittarium? The Sagittarium Guard are a thing. Don't really
Sagittarium.
fight Tower and Elder. B, they
Funnily enough, each custodian has hundreds of names in a list, yet somehow their first names all seem to start with a V. Oh. And doing a redeem for that. Pulling teeth is less agonizing than listening to Major Kill. Fair. That's what every feminist say when they see a 10 out of 10 man. Damn.
can just charge the fuckers. And C, the Sagittarium Guard are a thing.
Sagittarium Guard. Sagittarium Guard. Oh, sorry, Sagittarium Guard. Okay, Sagittarium.
Why the dready doesn't bother you? It's like the age of A-pop.
Yeah, I mean, don't you like the age of A-pop, Pio? The dreadies were a lot.
No, the dready. The Achillus dready.
The Achillus dready. sounds like an Eastern European like market for cars. The Achillus dready.
Coyotes go even harder with their dreadnoughts though. They have the Telemon Heavy Dreadnought.
Telemon.
what?
The Telemon.
Telemon
There is no I
Heavy
anywhere in
Dreadnought.
that name. Telemon Heavy Dreadnought.
Hey, there is an H in there, motherfucker. Speak it. It's heavy. It's not heavy. I know. I'm making fun of his Italian disability.
There's not a lot of things in the galaxy that could 1v1 a Primarch, and I'm not saying a Telemon would do it.
They just grab onto the Of course.
All connected.
Hold on. Sorry, I somehow read testicles in there somehow. I was wrong though.
If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then Patreon is the place.
And obviously the pound shilling. Thank you, Major Kill. Obviously the pound shilling wouldn't be missed. The more I rewatch these videos, the more I relive the rage that brought us to make the YouTubers video. That, by the way, was in production already after episode 16. As usual, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and check out our serious lore videos.
Already
And if you want to
been
watch the full
40
episode of Lore
minutes?
Destroyers,
Well,
once again, join our Patreon, our subscribe star
been
or our
over an
Ko-Fi.
hour.
Lots of lore to learn and lots of wrong videos to correct. We also hope to see you in our chat on Twitch. If you want to see serious lore experts play Warhammer 40k games, you know where to find us. You might even end up playing with us. See you for the next lore video, which is Vrax 2. For the people scared that the series will not continue, it is coming. Have some patience.
The suffering was at least made entertaining. Thanks, Pontius. Indeed, very much so. Oh, goddamn, that's looking cool. Anyway, this was the Pontius. Please check him out. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I can't believe this went by so fast. That was so much fun! And anger-inducing. Well, still fun. Bye-bye. If you want to see that video or reference it, you know, whatever you want to do. Excuse me. Here is the the link. Oh, excuse me. Again. In all of my chats, here is the link. Hope you grab that and have some fun. Yeah. All right. Now, to the next video. How shopping at this mall killed 502 people by Brew.
1995, 2 p.m., Socho District, Seoul, South Korea. The Sampoong department store was, by any measure, having a good day. 40,000 shoppers moved through its 5 floors. Families drifted between clothing racks. Teenagers crowded the food court. Children pressed their hands against the glass display cases near the entrance.
I remember doing
Unbeknownst
that.
to them, up above, on the 5th floor, the mall's top executives were having a meeting to decide their fate. The suits sat around a table in one of the management offices. Chairman Lee Jun and his son, the store's president, were presiding over the meeting. The building's cooling systems had been switched off roughly an hour earlier, and the hot air in the room had gone completely still. Spread across the table in front of them were maintenance logs, photographs, and handwritten warnings. Everyone presented their conflicting ideas of what to do with the situation at hand, but Chairman Lee Jun shut the conversation down, rose from the table, and delivered his instruction. The mall would stay open. The escalators would keep running, the employees would keep working, and most importantly, the happy shoppers would keep spending their money. Then, at 5:40 p.m., without a word to anyone, the executives walked out of the building to safety and left thousands of customers and employees to die. But the story does not begin with that meeting. It had been building since early that morning. Let's get into it. At 8:05 a.m., the facility manager at Sampung Department Store unfolded a handwritten note from the night shift security guard. It said there was a loud cracking noise coming from the roof. The manager read it twice, then he folded the note, put it in his pocket, and went upstairs. At 10:02 a.m., he arrived at the food court, which spanned the entirety of the 5th floor, the top floor of the building. By the time he got there, part of the restaurant area had already been closed to the public after staff noticed large cracks running around one of the main concrete columns that supported that floor. But the rest of the department store stayed open. The manager crouched down to get a closer look at the damage. Some of the cracks were wide enough to slide a finger into. He knew the building well enough to understand what he was looking at.
that?
The upper floors depended heavily on columns like this one to carry the load. If one of them started to fall, there was no telling what could happen. He then moved up to the roof and saw that the concrete there had split into several places with long fractures cutting across the surface. Some areas had sunk lower than others.
Fuck yeah, indeed.
He worked his way back through the upper levels, speaking to maintenance staff and checking every area
That
that
ain't
had been
good.
flagged. The crew had already moved heavy furniture away from the worst cracks, filed their reports, and put up caution tape to keep the damage out of view from customers.
Holy shit.
They wouldn't want to alarm them. This would be the first of many unfortunate choices made that day that would eventually result in a horrific tragedy, the likes of which the country had never seen. At 10:03 a.m., with the restaurant section still cordoned off, the rest of Sampung opened as usual. But by midday, the problem was no longer confined to the upper floors. A deep bang echoed through the building, loud enough that shoppers on the lower levels paused and looked around. Most assumed it was something being dropped and kept moving.
Classic CEOs, of
Meanwhile,
course.
Staff on the upper floors could feel a faint vibration underfoot, and looking up, they could see fine dust shaking loose from the ceilings above them. Management closed off additional sections above, but the sales floor below still looked entirely normal. Customers kept moving through cosmetic counters and clothing racks. Most had no idea that the 5th floor was partially closed. The escalators were still running. The registers were still opening and shutting. Nothing raised any red flags. Even for the workers, like 18-year-old store employee Lee Sun-min, working what she planned to be her final shift before starting college later that summer. Or like 19-year-old Yu Ji-hwan. For her, it was a normal day. She put on her nice shirt and went down to the basement level to start her shift in the home goods section, selling crystals. She had been working at this job for around 6 months. Except she heard a rumor that the 5th floor had sunken a bit. But since no one was being evacuated, she figured there was nothing to worry about, and instead just focused on getting through the day. At 12:30 p.m., the manager turned his attention to the roof equipment.
In
He
China,
saw that
I
the cracks
don't
had
know.
worsened since morning. The air conditioning units on the roof had been running all day. He ordered to shut them down.
I'm not good with
the
this
hum
kind
that
of
had
stuff.
run through the upper floors all morning went quiet, but it was far too late. The dust along the crack lines continued to fall. There was nothing anyone could do now to stop what was about to happen.
Fuck.
On the 5th floor, heavy kitchen equipment like industrial ovens, massive room-sized refrigerators, and long cooking stations lined the restaurant. All of this was pressing down on a structure already strained by the weight on the rooftop. At 1:30 p.m., the manager went back up to the roof. The fractures had spread since his last visit. Several had widened. Fine concrete powder gathered along the edges of the splits where pieces of the roof were grinding against each other. This was the last warning sign for him. He picked up the phone and called his superiors directly, warning them that the
They'll
building
say?
might be at
Okay.
risk. But the decision of what to do next was unfortunately not his to
Some of
make.
the blue.
Perhaps if it had been, hundreds of lives could have been spared. At 2:00 p.m.,
Wow.
the senior executives of Sampung Department Store gathered in a management office on the 5th floor for an emergency meeting. Reports were set across the table, maintenance logs, photos of the cracks, and notes from the facility manager. The air inside the room had gone still since the cooling units had been shut down, making them sweat. As they talked, they wondered why this could be happening. Back in 1987, when Lee Jun's company was constructing the structure that would later become this mall, the project had originally been approved as only a 4-story building for a different use. They decided to use the flat slab method to save money. It meant that the floors sat directly on columns without thick crossbeams or a strong steel frame to spread the weight. In that kind of design, there is no backup support, and every column has to be perfect. If one fails, the load has nowhere else to go. But halfway through construction, the owners made a major decision to convert it into a department store instead. That decision forced engineers to modify the design. An additional floor was added, and extensive modifications were made to the gray structure. The redesign pushed the total floor area from the originally intended 720,000 square feet to nearly 800,000. The building now had to support thousands of shoppers, restaurants, and heavy retail equipment. far beyond what the original structure had been designed for. To make matters worse, these particular columns had been built smaller than the design required. The original blueprint specified columns 79
They had to
centimeters
save money.
thick. However, during construction in 1988, that number was reduced by a quarter, down to 58 centimeters, to cut construction costs. On top of that, the
That's
columns were
so
spread out further
much! That's so much! You made it bigger and like that? Oh, you fuck!
than intended, nearly 11 meters apart from each other, as per Chairman Lee Jun's orders. More space between columns meant more room for shops, which meant more rental income. It also meant that each column was being asked to carry an enormous share of the building's total load, with
Which
no
were
margin for
also
error. Even though the
smaller.
changes pushed the building beyond its original load limits, the plan still received approval from the local government office in Seocho District.
You know, the CEO is evil. No doubt about that. But the government, once again, has not failed us. It has not failed us in disappointing us. We can count on the government 100% of the time to disappoint. Wow. They're so trustworthy. They're so trustworthy. They're so freaking trustworthy to always disappoint. Wow, the sky is blue.
But there was resistance from the engineers themselves.
Pretty sure this is in
Woosun
Korea. A lot of
Construction, the firm
Korean
that was hired to
elements
construct
have
the
this
original
story built
design,
in.
refused
Oh yeah.
to carry out the changes. Their engineers reviewed the new
So
plans and told Lee
trustworthy.
Jun that the redesign posed serious structural risks.
Oh
The
my
modified
God.
building would not hold, they said. Lee dismissed them and brought in his own company to carry out the changes, including the addition of the 5th floor. The problems stacked up from there. Turning the building into a department store meant installing escalators on every floor. To do that, workers cut huge holes through each concrete slab. Every cut removed structural support from the floors. The building also ran into zoning issues. Structures of that size were not supposed to operate entirely as department stores. Lee found a workaround. He ordered the addition of a skating rink on the brand new 5th floor. But later, he changed his mind again. The skating rink never opened. Before long, it was converted into a cluster of restaurants, their kitchens heated by hot water pipes laid directly beneath the floor surface. This was another critical mistake, as the heavy kitchen equipment and the thick concrete required for the underfloor heating created a far greater weight burden than the skating rink ever would have. And just to make things even worse, the 5th floor had another design flaw. The columns on that floor did not line up with the columns beneath them. In a properly engineered structure, columns stack vertically so that weight travels in a straight line from the uppermost floor down through every level to the foundation. In Sampung, the load transferred sideways through the concrete slab before reaching the next column down, putting even more stress on the columns and floor of the 5th level. Despite all these reckless changes, the building still made it through approval and opened to the public in
You had one
1990.
job.
And the
A
answer to
place
how
every
it got
stuff
away
in
with all
higher
the
floors.
violations
Why am I
lies
even
in the
asking?
timing. South Korea in the late 1980s was building fast. The economy was booming. Cities were expanding. New businesses were opening. And malls were suddenly everywhere. Then came the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. Hosting the games meant massive projects everywhere. Stadiums, hotels, roads, and shopping centers for tourists. Deadlines were tight, and projects piled on top of each other. In favor of rapid development, building codes were often poorly enforced. Inspections were rushed, and violations were brushed off just so projects could be finished on schedule.
South
Cutting
Korea, that's
corners
where-
was being
true.
rewarded. Still, the mall stood
Oh
with
my
no
God.
impeding signs of danger for 5 straight years. So what was causing the cracks to appear now?
But you know who doesn't cut corners?
But you know who hey, that's my line. Oh, not another one. Bro!
Yes?
No, not you, Deja Brews. I meant the original. Never mind. Just don't take my lines, alright? It's not cool.
You know what's also not cool? Receiving a
Oh,
workplace
no.
injury due to negligence of another party.
Stop turning what I say into segues. Listen, Brew, I know you're new here, but there's a reason why I do the sponsor segments, okay? It's
Just like there's a reason why
God.
Morgan & Morgan, this video's sponsor, is America's largest injury law firm.
They have 1,000+ attorneys and more than 100 offices nationwide.
They've recovered $30 billion for their clients. And
They've been fighting for people for over 35 years like an army of lawyers ready to battle it out.
they're for
This is
the
actually
people,
kind of
protecting
fun.
those defenseless against powerful interests. So if you get injured because of someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. And guess what?
The fee is free unless they win, and that's what makes them so great.
For more information, you can go to forthepeople.com/brew.
Right, I'm in the mood to watch the Korean
if you're quite done
interpretation of Destination Point, so I'll go now. Bye, 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 man.
my
Bye-bye.
job. Well, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming where those mall owners were cutting corners.
It's so many ads. What is Movie doing? What is home?
New guy. Let's go get you some
I don't know.
Okay. Is there like a brew dispenser that I don't know about?
Oh no, you know him.
Back in the meeting, one executive
no, you know
recalled
him?
the
What?
relocation of the giant air conditioning units from 2 years ago. Not only did the units add additional weight, but residents in nearby apartments had complained about loud noise on the roof. So the management decided to move them away from the apartments. But they chose the cheaper option. Instead of hiring a crane again to lift the heavy equipment safely, workers dragged the units across the roof over the concrete surface. Those units weighed over 36 tons. The large tanks alongside them held roughly 87 tons of coolant. That is equivalent to 30 adult elephants being dragged across a concrete roof. The massive weight gouged the surface and left cracks in several places. When the air conditioning units were powered on again, they vibrated constantly. The vibrations traveled through the damaged roof, down through the mismatched and undersized columns, and into the rest of the structure. One column in particular took the worst of it. Column 5E on the 5th floor. That was the column the facility manager had been looking at since 8:05 that morning. The damage had been building for years. At 4:00 p.m., the facility manager came rushing into the meeting with an update. His face was pale as he reported that the cracks around column 5E.
I hope he was in a goddamn building at the time.
His first inspection that morning. The structural engineer who had led the completion of the mall's construction was in the room. After hearing the facility manager's report, he immediately advised the entire store be closed without any delay. But Chairman Lee Jun refused to consider his warning. The crowd that day
Please
was
stay in the goddamn house, in the building.
More profitable. By 5:00 p.m., workers on the 5th floor could see the ceiling visibly sinking. They cleared out the remaining area on that level, leaving the 5th floor closed off entirely. 4 floors below, the sales floor stayed open, business as usual. Stores were busy. But after over 4 hours of no air conditioning, the heat in the building was starting to get to people. Staff like Park Sung-yeon, a 19-year-old shop assistant, were starting to sweat through their uniforms. When she asked management about the AC, they told her it wasn't working, but would be fixed soon, and advised her to just continue with her work. Because the heat wasn't stopping shoppers like Lee Gun-suk. She was a 44-year-old housewife who had stepped out that afternoon with a neighbor to buy groceries for dinner. Sampung was near her apartment building, and when she entered the supermarket on the mall's ground floor, apart from the heat, nothing seemed off.
Yo! Blood rungs! How you doing, man? How you doing? Sorry, we're watching a video right now. Welcome, Raiders! We're watching how a dumbass CEO, you know, killed a bunch of people with his fucking thing here. It is what it is, man. Oh, fucking idiots. I work in construction. I can see all these dumbass fucking mistakes. God damn, they're terrible. You know what? I'm proud of the people I work with. Because we were building a house, and we saw, someone saw, hey, the steel beams on the outer layer of the house were missing. So they had to cut open the goddamn walls to put them in. And they did. Funny how that works, right? I'm doing good. Dota 2 still crashed my potato PC. Oh, man. It's not a mistake. It's by design almost always. True.
More loud bangs came from the 5th floor ceiling as the roof cracked further. To Lee Sun-min, it sounded like a huge explosion. By 5:40 p.m., the executives quietly gathered their things and left the building as
you motherfuckers!
Under the weight above, more and more fine concrete dust drifted down from the cracks.
Oh, you
Several
fuckers.
thousand people were still inside the building, shopping, eating in the basement food court, and moving between floors on the escalators. First-year university student Choi Myung-suk had spent the afternoon working in the children's shoe section. At around 5:45 p.m., he went down to the basement to grab something to eat. 18-year-old Lee Sun-min was still on her shift on the first basement floor when a coworker called her over to the other wing of the store.
You really
She
thought
started
that
to
they
head
will
there and entered the
stay?
passageway
Oh,
connecting the
cute.
wings.
I thought it
Meanwhile,
would surprise them.
19-year-old Yoo Ji-hwan was still selling crystal in the basement when she heard a loud bang.
Crystal?
Everything shook like an earthquake and then went silent. A moment later,
like
at 5:52
actual
PM,
stones,
a deep
please.
fracture tore through the structure from above. The roof gave way first, overloading the 5th floor, which consequently dropped into the 4th, and the force kept punching down, floor after floor, collapsing into the basement in under 20 seconds. Lights cut out as escalators twisted, and a wall of pulverized concrete and dust rushed through the building so fast that most people did not understand what was happening until they were already under the rubble. And just like that, almost 1,500 people were trapped in an instant. For Yu Ji-hwan, everything went pitch black. She was trapped in the rubble, shaped like a dome above her. She tried yelling for help, but all she got was silence in response. Concrete dust and smoke filled her lungs with every breath. The darkness was so complete that Lee Sun-min couldn't see her own hands in front of her. Seconds after the impact, a violent pressure wave moved through the broken structure, carrying debris and sound and a heat she could not explain. When it finally stopped, she could hear screaming from somewhere above her and from somewhere below. Every staircase in the north wing was filled with rubble, leaving her no way out. Rescue crews reached the site within minutes of the collapse, digging into the rubble with bare hands and whatever tools they had with them. They couldn't use their heavy equipment without the risk of harming potential survivors. The scale of what they were faced with was immediately clear.
Holy shit!
Leaving the north wing standing alone like a 5-story jagged cliff. This remaining structure was visibly unstable. Seoul Mayor Choi Pyong-yeol, the city official responsible for coordinating this emergency response, faced a decision that had no good answer. Another partial collapse could kill rescuers working inside. He ordered parts of the rescue operation suspended. Expectedly, families and friends of people still trapped inside erupted in protest outside the site. Demonstrations.
Then you risk your life. Then you go risk your life. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh, the rescuers should not have stopped or should have stopped. But at the same time, either you risk the rescuer's life, the good men and women that tried to help, or you risk, you know, you leave them to their death. It's not an easy decision. This is not a black and white answer. You have, I don't know what what all the fucking factors were, right? I absolutely don't. But just, you know, just saying, oh, doesn't, it's a risk of more deaths, yes.
They refused to accept the decision, and they made enough noise that the authorities could not ignore them. The collapse had also reached beyond the building itself. Cars in the underground garage had been crushed under the falling structure. The shock had cracked the walls of nearby apartment buildings and caused damage to hundreds of surrounding businesses. The scale of what had happened was becoming visible block by block. Faced with public pressure, Mayor Choi and city officials gave in. The rescue continued. Engineers were called in to stabilize the still-standing ruins with ground cables.
Finally, some thinking
to prevent further collapse. Slowly, carefully, rescuers went back in, determined to save as many people trapped under the rubble as possible. Unfortunately, the operation was disorganized. It took authorities close to an hour to establish a coordinated disaster response. Police failed to set up adequate barriers around the...
An hour is not slow. An hour is actually pretty goddamn fast for something like this. You gotta remember, they're under pressure, people are at risk of death, everyone's panicking, people, the rescuers themselves have the fear of death in them this very moment while they're standing on the rubble next to an unstable wall that is 5 stories tall. An hour is damn quick. An hour is goddamn quick in terms of getting people organized. That's not slow.
Site, allowing civilians and reporters to move freely through the rubble, making it harder for emergency crews to reach.
What? Not good, but not terrible. Yeah.
Coordinated disaster response. Police failed to set up adequate barriers around the site.
How the fuck the police saved? How the fuck did they fail at their fucking job? They don't have an excuse. Damn. couldn't set up a
allowing
fucking
civilians and
barrier?
reporters to move freely through the rubble.
Damn.
It made it harder for emergency crews to reach those
Oh
still
my
trapped,
god.
and harder
Fuck.
still to hear anything beneath the noise. Back in the basement, Lee Sun-min was physically unharmed, but every exit was sealed. She had no choice but to just sit in complete darkness.
Reporters,
Hours
exactly.
passed,
Civilians too,
breathing
on the
dust,
rubble.
listening to the sounds of the ruins settling around her, with no way to know whether
Did I hear
anyone
it
was
right?
coming
Yes.
or if the rumble around her might cave in at any moment.
Those damn journalists!
On another level, near an escalator by the central hall, Choi Myung-suk had made it through the initial collapse with his life intact. In the pitch darkness around him, he could hear two women nearby. Both were badly hurt. Neither could see him, and he couldn't see them. The first woman was a 25-year-old store employee. Though they couldn't see each other, they tried to encourage one another. But Choi could hear her voice weakening with every word. Eventually, she stopped speaking. The other voice was older, heavy with grief. She called desperately for her children, her voice trembling from both fear and the pain of serious injuries. Choi heard her frantic pleas for hours until she too stopped. Outside, through the night of June 29th and into the following day, rescuers
That's gonna fuck you up for life! Holy shit!
began using cranes and heavy machinery with caution, lifting massive slabs of concrete and steel.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if that dude heard those voices every night until now!
Setting them aside piece by piece.
If he's still
Even after
alive,
over a day
anyway.
of non-stop work, the site looked almost unchanged from above.
Damn.
The same mountain of compressed floors, the same rising dust, the same crews moving carefully across surfaces that were still not fully stable. Then, at 8:57 p.m. on July 1st, a full 2 days after the collapse, the first trapped survivors were found. Rescuers reached a basement dressing room that had
2
remained
days,
mostly
man.
intact.
2 days in darkness, complete and utter darkness, as well as trapped with people who are losing their minds, robbed of multiple sensory deprivation, as well as fucking dust and shit coming into your fucking lungs. Yeah, breathing dust. God damn. Damn. They're fucked up mentally and physically for life.
24 cleaning staff were pulled out alive. That same
Holy.
evening, crews broke through to the section of the basement where Lee Sun-min had been trapped and brought her out alongside another survivor. However, the situation after those 3 days grew darker. 3 days is the maximum that most people can survive without water in hot weather.
Yep.
Only dead bodies were being recovered now. And so, the mission shifted. The heavy equipment would now be used more aggressively to clear out the remaining debris, since they believed there was no one left alive to be harmed underneath. But they were wrong. On day 4, the sounds of the machinery working above were the first things Yuji Hwan could remember hearing after the collapse. For the past 4 days, her mind had been fighting with itself. Sometimes she felt like she could survive this, but other days she believed she was going to die. When it rained, she tried to drink the water, but it tasted like rust.
Of course.
The pressure from the heavy equipment above made the rubble around her legs collapse onto them. Pain coursed through her. As time went, the rubble above her started to sink closer and closer to her. She feared for her life, and she feared that her mother would never know what happened to her. 6 more days passed without a living person found.
Damn.
Officials began shifting the operation from rescue to recovery. Many on site were sure no one else could possibly still be alive. But in the dark beneath the
Holy
rubble,
shit.
Choi found rainwater pooling in the concrete around him. He drank it to keep himself alive in hopes that someone would find him before it was too late.
First
Then,
drinking
9.5
rust
days
dust
after the collapse,
and has
at around
broken
9 a.m.
legs.
on July 9th, a construction crew could not believe it as they pulled Choi alive from
Holy
the
shit.
wreckage. 1 day later, Yuji Hwan, still alive, could hear the workers' radios. They called out asking if someone was there. She screamed to them, but they didn't hear her. So she banged on the rubble. The chatter turned to excitement as they confirmed someone was alive. She saw the hole opening and felt the relief that she would be able to tell her mother what had happened to herself. They pulled her out, and she was rushed to the hospital. These rescues were miracles in
man.
their own right, and they didn't expect to find
True.
anyone else after that, especially not
Just
17
single life
days
being
after the
saved
building
there is a
fell.
fucking
But that's when
miracle.
rescuers found 19-year-old Park Seung-hyun alive. She thought only 5 days had passed and asked for water. With only a scratch on her leg, the doctors believed she survived so long because she was semi-conscious and may have drunk rainwater to sustain herself. She just didn't remember. She was the last survivor found alive in the wreckage. By then, the search had stretched on for more than 2 weeks. After that, the The operation
Holy.
recovered only the dead. When it finally ended, 502 people.
The survivors are fucked up from, you know, the torture, the mental torture. The rescuers are fucked up from finding dead bodies. Not even dogs are spared from that fate. There's rescue dogs where the trainers have to act like an actual emergency for the dogs to find them. So they find a living person every once in a while because the dogs became depressed because they only found dead bodies. That is terrible. And humans go through the same pain. Damn. I have so many words for CEOs that I can't say. Glow, my brother!
People were dead. 502 lives. Workers,
Damn.
shoppers, parents, children crushed beneath a building that never should have been allowed to stand in the first place.
Disgusting.
It took the government 20 days to officially designate the Sampung site a special disaster zone, which finally unlocked emergency funding, resources, and legal authority for rescue operations. But by that time, there was no one alive to rescue. 9 days after that, the National Assembly formed a special investigation committee to determine what had caused the collapse and who was responsible. Korean lawmakers had already been hearing theories. Earlier that year, 2 gas explosions had struck other parts of Seoul, so some pointed to a similar cause here. Others suggested an act of terrorism, raising the possibility of North Korean involvement. But investigators quickly ruled both theories out. Fires in the rubble came from the gasoline of crushed cars in the underground garage, and the footage of the collapse showed the building fell straight down, not outwards, proving there was no explosion. The focus soon turned to an investigation into the mall's construction. The evidence was not difficult to find. Columns were undersized. Rebar was insufficient. Escalator holes had been cut through the structural slabs. The building had been carrying far more weight than it was ever designed to hold, on a structure that had been altered, overloaded, and inadequately inspected from the moment it was built. The day after the collapse, Chairman Lee Jun and his son, who was the store's president, were arrested. Their photographs circulated on every Korean news channel for days. They became, in a very short period, 2 of the most infamous people in the country. Yet, even after being detained, Lee Jun showed almost no remorse. In interviews, he said almost nothing about the dead. He only expressed concern for how much money he lost. Lee Jun was charged with negligent homicide for the consequences of his reckless actions. Prosecutors also traced the disaster back to a wider web of corruption, arguing that bribed officials had helped illegal design changes pass the inspection. As a result, Lee Jun was also charged with bribery. Prosecutors sought a 20-year sentence. Eventually, he would be convicted of criminal negligence and sentenced to 10 years and 6 months in prison. On appeal, that sentence was reduced to 7 years and 6 months. Meanwhile, his son, Han Sang-lee, was jailed for 7 years for corruption and accidental homicide. Part of the Seocho local government approval system was found to be corrupt. City officials were also punished for illegally approving the building's designs. Lee Chung-woo, a district administrator connected to the area, received 3 years in prison for bribery. Former Seocho ward chief Hwang Shul-min was also convicted of taking bribes and received a 10-year sentence. But for most South Koreans, the punishments still felt painfully small compared with the scale of the disaster. A month after the collapse, with bodies still
Should
being
have been
identified
banned from
and
God's
families still
Discord
searching
server.
for the missing.
He's not even like lowering his head, bro. What the fuck? People?
The Lee family offered their entire wealth as compensation to the victims. For many of the bereaved, even this did not come close to feeling like justice.
Of course
Lee
not.
Han-sang, Lee Jun's son and the president of the Sampung Mall, left the business world entirely after his release and became a Christian evangelist in Mongolia. Lee Jun did not live long after leaving prison. He died on October 4th, 2003, after suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, and kidney disease. He had only served roughly half his already reduced sentence. Most importantly, the collapse forced changes that extended far beyond the Sampung Group. In the months that followed, South Korea introduced new disaster management laws and began building a more centralized emergency response system. And when the investigators looked more broadly at the country's building stock, they found that 14% of high-rise structures were deemed unsafe, 84% required repair work, and only 2% fully met safety standards.
Holy fuck!
A visible consequence of a rotted system.
Oh no, it's so sad. How
sad. And negligence. The site itself was eventually cleared and redeveloped. A luxury apartment complex now stands where the department
I
store once
absolutely
did.
agree, Azurhead.
In the end, Sampung was not a freak accident. It was the final consequence of greed at every stage of the building's
Yes.
life. During its design, its construction, its illegal modifications, and finally, in the decision to not evacuate when the danger was
Absolutely
impossible
disgusting.
to ignore. 502 people died because one man put profit ahead of human life for years. Another 937 barely made it out alive and were forced to live on with a horrifying trauma. 30 years is a long time, long enough for a collapsed department store to be replaced by a luxury apartment complex. But the people of South Korea still haven't moved on from the tragedy that unfolded on June 29, 1995. Choi Myung-suk, Yoo Ji-hwan, and Park Sung-hyun later came to be known as the last survivors. All three carried what happened to them for the rest of their lives. Yoo Ji-hwan spent nearly a decade afraid to use the subway, haunted by the memory of being trapped underground. Choi Myung-suk struggled with nightmares and sleepless nights, replaying screams and falling concrete. Yet over time, he eventually returned to working life and directed his career toward construction safety. Along with Park Sung-hyun, these final survivors formed a bond that would last a lifetime, connected by the memory of what almost ended them and how, by a miracle, they still got out alive. But not everyone found closure. Families like that of Lee Gyun-suk never learned her fate. Her family filed missing person reports in the weeks that followed and contacted every available agency, but no answers ever came. For them, and so many other families, June 29, 1995, remains an open wound. Every year, on the anniversary, families gather at a memorial tower and honor the memories of the lost loved ones. Recently, the dead were remembered on the 30th anniversary in 2025 at the Sampung Disaster Memorial Tower in Mahun Citizens Forest, where bereaved families gathered and laid out 502 pink pinwheels across the ground, one for each person who did not come home.
Damn.
If you found this video interesting and would like to help get it noticed by the algorithm, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Another way you can help is by checking out another one of our videos, like this one. Speaking of support, thank you to our top tier members, Nexus and Xander, as well as our other generous members at stack.com/brew for helping keep this channel going.
This was a, right, huh?
Add additional weight,
Oh, shit.
Nexus and Xander.
There we go. Oh, waffled. Holy shit. What? These fucking people. These fucking things. You're right, John. I say people too much. Ugh. Disgusting. Yeah. This was the video. High shopping at this mall killed 502 people. A travesty that could have been avoided by just following regulations and listening to the engineer. Yeah. I hope you had fun. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the original creator. Again, I clicked the button. I'm sorry. And bye-bye. Holy shit. That was something. That was a bit much, no? Hello there, sure. Hello and good morning. Is it me or do you sound different? I shouldn't sound different, except something happened. Did something happen? Hold on, let me... I shouldn't sound different, except something happened. Did something happen? Hold on, let me... Doesn't seem to be.
As weapons.
God damn it.
Central Hall, Choi Myung, level above her, started to sink Korea in the late 1980s Memorial Tower in Mahun Citizens.
Was something.
Above her started to sink Korea in the late 1980s Memorial Tower in Mahun Citizens. Earned her fate. Her family filed missing ever came. Remains an open wound. Memories of the five. Please do. And would like checking out an Xander.
This was a right, huh?
Additional
Small echo on voice, but nothing major. What? There's no way, right? This was a right, huh? Small echo on voice, but nothing major. What? There's no way, right? No, there isn't. There is no echo, or shouldn't be. Maybe there was for a little bit. I don't know. Not for me. Every time when I see some story about building falling or something, I always assume that the CEO, government, and maybe some building companies are at fault, and nothing is gonna happen to them. Fair. History does repeat itself, so I don't blame you. You're not wrong. No idea what he's talking about. I've been lurking. I see. To me, you just sound louder now. I did come a little bit closer towards the mic. Maybe that's it? So, I've been dabbling in the AI works for a little bit, and I made a little bit of a powerhouse. Hold on, let me go there again. A little bit of a funny thing. Funny thing. Funny thing. I think it's pretty funny. it's two gens together, but still. I thought it was pretty funny. It's a story about Keeney. He's in actual military, and in a practice thing, he threw a grenade and it bounced back and killed one of his teammates. It didn't actually kill him. It was not a real grenade, but you know, he was out of the game, even though he was the most excited about the game. It's gonna dust you, yup. There's some more grenade stories he has, but the other ones I don't want to tell. You go to him to know about it. Oh my god. The comments are also pretty freaking awesome. Now what do I do? What the fuck? What is this? What am I seeing? Oh yeah, your category has been wrong the whole time. What do you mean it's been wrong the whole time? It's been on chatting! ADF6 for me? The fuck? I even checked! Now it checked. What the fuck? I checked multiple times. Hold on. Hold on, I can prove it to myself. I can just scroll up. Oh yeah, no, your guys were right. I didn't update it. Huh? Didn't update it soon enough, I guess. When ADF when I joined, but it changed after a minute or two. Damn. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all good though. Happens. Happens every now and then. When it happens, it happens. Sad but true. Woohoo. Whoop-a-dee-ba-doo. Ba-ba-boo. Oh well, oh well. Wait, what the? No, all good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Church has been a bit screwy for me, so ignore it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, what do we do now? Do I hang out on Twitter? Do I play a game for half an hour? What do I do? Oh god, people have been fetishizing stuff once again. Can't be green, purple is lame and gay. I am green, purple, red, and black. I am not the other green yet. What else can I find? What else can I find? That is not a, you know, absolute shit show. God damn. Questions. What the fuck? When Mumi gonna be a Namekian? I will never be a Namekian. I will always be a sand dust mummy. That's fun. Stacca tutte! Today I tripped again and I fell onto the floor. How much nutrition have you had? Be honest. But Queen, no. You tripped over a dog? Did the dog get, you know, any damage? If no, then alright, you're excused. For once. Nice to keep the stars alive. What the fuck? Bum 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 bum. My god. What is this clip?
Mary, how do you feel about women in form-fitting clothes?
If they're not pregnant with a big belly and a big butt, then why bother?
You heard her, chat. Mary, how do
Damn, alright. Mari telling it how it is. What the fuck? Jesus is there. Hey, can take fall damage walking off a Minecraft carpet. The big blade into the floor, didn't see it. Oh. Damn. That is one insult. God damn. Azure, stop calling me short. How nice. What else can I find here? What the hell? Oh no, they saved on animation. How terrible. What else can I find on this? You're not that short, but you are short. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. What's this? No. 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 Oh. No. Wait, what? I'm reading something. Give me a minute. Yep, absolutely agree. All right. I'm done reading. Sorry about that. It took me a second. Anyway, let's continue with music as well. Bum bum ba da da da. Ba da dum bum bum ba da da. Pockets announcements. Yep. I just don't want to talk about it on stream. All good though. Uh-huh. Bum 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 bum. Understood. No worries. It did tell me the vacation from Santa's workshop has been great so far. Because she's an elf. That one's great. That's a good one. Because she's a fucking elf on a shelf. Yep.
Stop your knocking. I've heard it before. I see the shadow creeping under the door. I see the rot behind those eyes. I see the shape of y'all of the sky. Trust the shotgun, heed the red.
Okay, we back. Just beyond the door. No, you're back. We are chat. You kind of fucked that up, no? You should have said, hello back, we're chat. Or some shit like that. Man, you fucked up. You fucked up. Who wants the love? What else can I find here?
knocking. Stay in the dark. The sun is coming up. I'm not opening the door.
Any song reacts? Probably not. No. I don't usually do a lot of song reacts because first, I'm an idiot who can't critique shit. Me watching it has no effect on them. Second, if I don't know what's going on or I'm not involved in, I usually don't. You know? I still listen to them in my private time, though. It's because I don't feel like I could do them justice, is what I'm trying to say. That's it. And I'm gonna avoid that thread right there that I saw. What the fuck?
Shifting blame, discord earned its name. Hate the cold machine, feeding on the same routine. Give me something I can feel through tin foil and stainless
Steel underneath the skin, and the rods to games. Back, hello, chat, or we suck a dick. What else can I find? It's hard to play it. Be something I can feel. Verified in the seal. Underneath the skin. Are the rods begins. Is something I can feel. Something. Hold on. There doesn't seem to be anything. There doesn't seem to be anything on Twitter right now. If me something I can feel that makes sense appeal. Oh my god. What else can I find here? Why laugh? Because stuff I can't show. Like this Frieren meme that I definitely can't show. Oh, fuck. Gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. The egg cracking here is people. Yeah. Grooming minors into a suicidal cult is bad, though. You know? No, egg cracking, the whole term egg cracking and people being quote-unquote into it is sick. It's sickening. Never beating the groomer allegations, also true. this point, cracking eggs literally just means grooming children into troons. Not just children, but yes, agreed. That's something I will agree with. Absolutely. Stop in the feet again. Better be to this one, be to this one. It's a stations. Give me soul, give me chaos invitation. Yes, do this one, be to this one. It's a song and loud. You go after the great crowd. Oh. I'm sorry, but a before and after. They vandalized Fearon's mural again. Arize and Fearon's murals lasted very little time after being restored. In fact, one of them was vandalized just one day later. In response to the situation, the artist Vodyon commented, "I think this is it for me, guys. I'll be better off spending the paint on new works." And the person who did this, if you're reading this, and if you still have any shred of manhood left, write to me. Despite everything, the artist has already restored them for a second time. However, it's probably only a matter of time before they get vandalized again. We live with wild animals, don't forget. True. That is sad. Disappointing. You know, I'm not a big fan of graffiti. But something like this? Beautiful. Now, it doesn't have to be anime, of course, but I've seen lots of beautiful graffiti, whether it be words really pretty written or something. Usually very beautiful, but this is just disgusting. Immense did this? Yep. I have a bad news for the author. The one who did that can't read, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. There's commissioned graffiti as art. Oh yeah! I am well aware. Also, welcome X-Account. Again, I mean, like, the unsolicited graffiti I'm not a big fan of, right? I had to clarify that. You're right. You're right. I should have clarified from the start. I'm not a big fan of unsolicited graffiti, even though there's some really good ones out there. There's a difference between graffiti art and tagging, like between AI art and AI slop. True, true. Man, it's kind of sad. No, this is disgusting. Right, Lord of Rifles and Handguns. Hell yeah, brother. Is that in the new? Wait. I don't remember that being in the old scary movies. Damn! I didn't hear the song.
You okay? Can you believe that?
What's that?
That storm is so fierce.
There ain't no way this is like.
Imagine being
It's in the alien. Damn, I forgot this whole thing. I remember them like hitting the baby when it was a baby, but I don't remember the child being like a little grown up. Damn!
Where's Rachel?
She's alive! Ah! At least she's fighting back, damn. This guy is Goku, true. True. Aww. If you can. Huh? There ain't no way. All right, so we've looked at this before. The parody character that actually got prettified instead of uglified for once by Noël Le Pen. French, they don't exist, but this one does. And yeah. Look what Alvaria Carte did. This is a new one. A fan art of parody character. And this one. Now this is a new one. I did not know that the original creator of these kind of strawman arguments was actually an OF model and did, you know, the corn. None of it is good, I already checked. Checked already, sorry. Is what it said. And admitted she wanted to rape and abuse a right-wing guy with a MAGA... God damn, excuse me, I'm a little gassy today. MAGA head, but unfortunately she's not hot enough to make that fantasy an actual reality. a little fucked up, but alright. I checked. Oh yeah, I'm in the middle. Whatever.
Sneezed right now. Wouldn't it be cool if I sneezed right now?
Holy shit. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Where? Insert meme with train and tunnel. Ooh. I know which one you mean now. Oh god. I didn't know the person that was so, you know, for the right cause was such a degenerate fuck up. Me if you can, realize my way, yes, you pay manageable, and this man is saying to me if you can. What else? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't think there's gonna be anything else. Or is there? No. Fuck. Why do I see this picture again? Fuck, bro. And I woke up at 7 a.m. today. Randomly. It's just a day on my back. This haunted house. What else can I find? I am Psychro, and I went to sleep like 4:30 a.m. You what? But. Well, you know, even a school bus looks small in a plane hangar. Damn. That's just my Psycho.
Shotguns and pure stubbornness.
Huh. Just in 3 hours of sleep, Berserk getter. True! Mummy read. I was like, that isn't enough sleep, so I went back to sleep. Good! Good. Still, Azurhead, keep on it. Point still stands. Survival specialist. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on the thing for me anymore. Mercifully, why are they scared of me? My problem is fine. Oh, Scorpion. Hello, welcome. What else do I find here? No. South African DJ model and writer, her name is, she has the most amazing side profile we've ever seen. I'm sorry, but damn! Shots fired! Look, I don't like making fun of people's looks. No, I lied. I do, but not like this. But damn! Damn! Oh, shit. She about to eat some uppercuts for breakfast. We're showing can't open. Oh wait, that's a woman. Damn. Damn, that's some premium level of inbreeding right there. God. Holy. Oh my god. God. Yeah, anime be wild and. What else can I find? Look. Man. Oh fuck no, I'm showing that. It was funny the first 5 seconds. It was not funny. Oh god, no. Nope. Yo, Mumi, how's it going today? Pretty good, says the recent goofiness. Ah, it is what it is. Bro, did you hear that they added in Yujiro Hanma into Tekken? Yes, I did! I'm actually excited on how they're gonna incorporate him in the story. They gotta make him crazy strong, right? He's gonna have new feats now. So tired you were, hey hey? And I don't remember what you said yesterday. Damn. Yeah, that's true. Just have a really bad memory? No, that's not true. It's the sleep. 100%. What else? What the fuck? Oh, I'm not showing that. Yeah, sure. The only thing that I can imagine is a person going against him in taking and just laying the controller down and saying through their headset, I give up, because in reality, how are you really going to beat him? No, it's a game, bro. Come on. Stop saying that. Technically, all of the people in Tekken have higher feats than him in the manga. Technically. He did punch a level 4 Earthquake into submission. That's probably one of his strongest feats. Right. I have one thing I can do. Okay, the poll is done. The poll said yes, I should show the thing. Therefore, I'm gonna go to my phone real quick. What? Where do I put it? Here. Where did I do it? Did I do it in Grok? No, I did it. I did. Oh, I didn't download it off of. No, I did. Oh, I gotta download it to Discord, right? Because I have limited access to Discord. Damn. Alright. There we go. There we go. I made a short little trailer for my 2.0 reveal. Therefore, let's show that in all its glory. And yeah, I'm first open it on my own. It's only a few seconds long. But still, it may be a game, everything, but have you read the manga? He literally gets struck by lightning and it's just walking down the road. He's being added to Tekken, right? They have literal demon blood that lets them shoot lasers out of their eyes. And fight gods that can destroy the world. Just saying. Just saying. Some of the fucking humans beat androids that can keep up with the demons. I'm just saying, bro. Tekken is fucking convoluted as shit. Alright, here we go. This was made by AI because, you know, I don't know how to do it otherwise. But this is a trailer for my 2.0 reveal. You'll only see a little bit of the model. It's not a complete reveal, but still. One guy fell in a volcano, walked out like nothing in Tekken, didn't they? Yes! It wasn't just one guy, though. All right, so there's two characters, no, three characters you gotta know about. There's the grandpa, the grandson, and the son of the grandson. So, first time around, grandpa throws grandson into the volcano. Grandson survives, comes back for revenge, throws grandpa into a volcano. Grandpa survives in the volcano. Grandson comes back for a rematch inside the volcano. What do you think happens after the granddad wins? He throws the grandson into another volcano. Son has been majorly disappointed by non-existent father. Went for revenge and threw him into a volcano. You can't make this shit up. Hello, Sheila. Hope you're doing well. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. 2.0 reveal. At least a little bit. There's no sound. That's it. That's it. That's all you get to see. That's all you get. That's it. That's it. It looks very bleach. Darker? Oh yeah, it's darker. No, that's gonna be it. That's all the reveal is gonna be. That's it. You got more banners no longer going stripped Mumi. All right. No ginger Mumi anymore. It's brown! Fuck you! This fucker! Holy shit, how dare you! Anyway. You fucking bitch. Anyone want to see it again or anything? Because I don't know, man. I'm so excited for the goddamn model. I'm so excited. Technically, I already have it, but it's not done yet. Let's show it again. This is actually two different gens, but it worked so well. Not done. No, it's not done yet. Done. Oh. The Yu-Gi-Oh reference. I get it now. Because Pharaoh. But yeah. Yeah. Let me turn on display capture for next time. So I'm real excited about all that. I have so much I can do with that model now. Outfits, poses. You guys will exist soon. My chat. You guys will exist soon. So that's fun. Ooh, you know what I can show? I can show one more thing. God damn it. Fuck off. Which one? No, not this one. Yes, this one. What body part do you want to see of yourself? I like a real Barbie. Like a real Barbie. Went downstairs to get snack and I tripped over same God damn it. Now, what body part do you want to see of yourself? I'll show a little bit. I'll show a little bit. I'll show a screenshot of it. Left eye. All right. It's just the base coloring, but we'll get to see this much, I guess. A bit more. A bit more. It doesn't show much. But it is something. It doesn't show much, I know. But it is something. This is you, chat. It's you, my fucking sandlings. No, man. Oh, I can't wait for the reveal. Wow. It's the left eye and a little bit of the snout. No, hold on. Gotta turn that off. Man, a single mistake and I could have shown way more than I intended to. You mentally ill bitch. Oh. Said every e-girl God damn it, fuck you. Damn, I remembered what line came next? Oh my god. How many fucking, hold on, how many fucking toggles will I have? I will have like 12 facial thingies. Mumi's an e-mummy. I will have like 12 face toggles. I will have 6 poses. 4 free chair poses. Some with animal, some with pet, I mean. By the way, the sandlings will have mouth tracking. Therefore, that means if you have a like in-game thingy, if you have a redeem that has the a TTS, you will say it with the pet. I still gotta figure out how to actually do that, but I'll do that. It will have mouth rigging. So that's something to look forward to. Oh, good fix. There was facials. True. I have like free chair modes, lots of emotes. A walking one too, right? Did she make that one already? I don't remember. I did pay for it, right? Yeah, it's in there. God, there's so much stuff still being worked on. I think me saying it's gonna be done in a fucking month, a month ago is fucking oof. Mouth briefing? Well, on stream sometimes, yeah. I have a chin though, so I didn't breathe through my mouth my whole life. So I slipped on a piece of paper. Hey, please. Every day with you, I swear to God. Couldn't talk. Damn. All right. Emma, I think we came to an end, and I think we're not gonna be able to raid the Fox Woman today, because she had a stream in the middle of the night. Fucking bit. No, she's live again. Bubble wrap? Yeah, true. True. Alright, seems like the Fox was live anyway. She don't give a fuck. She's a core ship. Yeah. She has turned into a Korsha. Do not the Korsha. She is not a Fox woman right now. Therefore, keep your grubby little fingers from her. And yeah. With this, I wish everyone a wonderful good morning, good day, good evening, good night, sweet dreams, and goodbye. You usually don't get to hear the end of the song, so I'll skip ahead.
Good night, dear friends. Until we meet again. Oh.